The Shark Morning Show with Drew Kenyon. The new 94.3 The Shark. Everything that rocks.
Now, it's totally natural to have cold feet before your wedding. What it's not natural to do is to react like this. 23-year-old Tucker Blandford of Stamford, Connecticut. He was engaged to a 23-year-old woman by the name of Alex Lanchester of West Midlands, England, and their wedding was scheduled for last Friday in England. But 1 week before the wedding, Ms. Lanchester got a phone call. It was Tucker's dad who told her Tucker was depressed and had killed himself by jumping in front of a car. Naturally, she was devastated and broke down crying and had to hang up the phone. And when she finally calmed down, she called Tucker's mom to talk about Tucker's suicide. But Tucker's mom had no idea what she was talking about. It turns out Tucker was the one who called her, posing as his dad. He only faked his death to get out of the wedding. He told his parents he'd broken up with Alex when she went back to England, so they had no idea about the wedding anyway. I'd love to have been listening in on that phone call. Hi, this is Tucker's dad. I swear it's not me, Tucker, because I'm dead. I mean, he told me to tell you he's dead. I mean, he's dead. Wedding's off. Gotta go. Good morning, Cindy Waitman.
Good morning.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
What do we got going on in the news?
New York City Council Speaker is waiting for the results of a biopsy after taking to Twitter to announce that she has high-risk HPV.
Oh,
Melissa
that's never good.
Burrito is getting some flack from New Yorkers who think that's too much information.
Yes.
But she's telling reporters it's important to go public.
Why?
I don't know.
You just tell the people you're sleeping with.
Right?
We don't all need to know that you've got the HPV virus.
But we're curious to know.
I guess. I'm not going to turn down getting that kind of information. But I don't think it's a necessary thing unless you're, a porn star or something.
It's like there's no shame.
No, we don't care. Just let everybody know everything about ourselves. That's what the internet has done to the human race.
It has.
Now, a 52-year-old Croatian man known as the Penis Collector has been arrested for allegedly abusing his position as a hospital nurse to amass a large collection of human penises taken from the bodies of dead patients. You should have gone for a more cryptic supervillain name. Just put up a neon sign, why don't you? Apparently choosing a name was his first boner. That's right. Apparently, from time to time, he'd cut the junk off a dead guy, take it home, and preserve it in a jar of formaldehyde. And I thought I needed a hobby. When they signed up to be organ donors, this is not exactly what they had in mind, I'm sure. The police got tipped off, no pun intended, about his collection last week. And when they went to his apartment, they found, quote, a few glass jars packed with penises. If you're collecting penises off corpses at work, that may not be the collection that you want to show off. I would hope 99.9% of the human race would report that to the police. It's not like a comic book collection or a collection of glass figurines. It's a jar of human penises. Police haven't said what actually led them to the man and his morbid collection. What clue could have led them to this guy? Could have been the fact that he was known as the Penis Collector? That's some crack detective work right there. Guys, maybe we should check out that guy calling himself the Vagina Hoarder, too. What do you think? A hospital spokesperson said, quote, on behalf of all employees at the hospital, I have to say that we are very unpleasantly surprised by an event that threw a shadow over this hospital. Our apologies to families of the deceased. I love that the spokesperson felt the need to qualify their surprise as unpleasant. I think that's understood, sir. According to a Croatian newspaper, the suspect is a family man with no previous criminal record. A family man. Hey, Dad, what do you got there? Another penis in a jar? Sure do, sport. Say, want to play catch after I put this penis in a jar with all the others? Oh, boy, do I. The guy was arrested and charged with disturbing the deceased and junk. He's pretty cocky if he thought he'd get away with it. Not sure what they're doing with the jars full of penises, but he could be facing up to 2 years in jail, where he's more likely to see penises in a can. Hey, it's the Shark. Who's this?
Chris, what's up, man? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm awesome, man. Awesome. Just waking up for a long night at Lincoln Park.
Oh, yeah? How was it?
Awesome, man. Awesome. But it was all thanks to you guys, so I'm calling to say thank you again.
You got it, man. Keep listening, all right?
94.3 The Shark, man. The only radio station worth listening to on Long Island.
You know it. Disturbed on the new 94.3 The Shark. Everything that rocks. Good morning. I'm Drew Kenyon. It's 7:58. Currently 64 degrees. Going to get up around 80 today. And speaking of disturbing, if you're raising a child, according to the newest report from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, it now costs an average of $245,000 to raise a child. The number includes housing, food, transportation, clothing, health care, education, child care, and other random things like haircuts and presents. So that is not including college. If they did include college, it would probably cost like $47 billion to raise a kid. A condom costs like 75 cents. Just remember that. I'm just saying. How you doing? I'm Drew Kenyon. And if you thought your roommate was bad because they left the dishes in the sink, get a load of this. 53-year-old Sherry Walters of Albuquerque, New Mexico, has been living with her boyfriend, Jeffrey Bradley, and his sister, Beverly. Well, Jeffrey, he broke up with Sherry last week because his sister walked into a shed on their property and found Sherry nude having sex with their German Shepherd, Spike. Seems like a reasonable grounds for a breakup. No man is going to be happy in a relationship where his dog is getting more action than he is. Sherry admitted that this wasn't the first time and that she had also had sex with their other dog, too. You know what? TMI, Sherry. You don't need to admit things they didn't walk in on. You could have been like, this is the first time. I don't know what happened. I'm drunk. The next night, Beverly and Jeffrey were drinking some water and noticed it tasted funny, and they started feeling sick right afterward. Turns out Sherry had decided to poison them now that they knew about her canine canoodling, and she put rubbing alcohol in their water and put toilet bowl cleaner in their food. Why on earth would you let someone who you just caught having sex with your dog prepare your food? Why is she still even living there? Maybe they did lock her out and she came in through the doggy door. The police complaint said Jeffrey was worried the dogs would contract diseases he was aware Walters had. Good God. When you're worried that the dogs are going to catch diseases from your girlfriend, you might want to kick her out at that point. A veterinarian said both dogs suffered minor injuries and that any disease Walters may have been carrying couldn't be transmitted to the dogs. Fortunately, both Jeffrey and Beverly survived, and Sherry is being charged with aggravated battery, cruelty to animals, and assault with intent to commit a violent felony. I wonder if she'll have to register as a pet offender. Time now for the dumbass of the day.
Dumbass of the day.
32-year-old Ezekiel Deanda of Rockford, Illinois, walked into a bank on Friday morning, totally nude, went up to a teller and demanded money, even though it was clear he didn't have a weapon on him, except perhaps his love gun. The teller still followed the bank policy and gave him some cash. Now, Ezekiel might have gotten away, except he went into one of the bathrooms in the bank's basement to get dressed, and that's where the police caught him.
Dumbass of the day.
Good morning, Cindy Waitman. You there?
I'm here.
All right. What do we got going on in the news?
More information is being released about how two young Amish girls were kidnapped in New York State. According to a report from the Watertown Daily Times, Stephen Howells and Nicole Vasey used a puppy to lure the girls into the back seat of their car. The report says the younger girl got into the car first. The older girl was then pushed into the back seat. The couple is facing kidnapping charges and due back in court tomorrow.
You know what? Just take that couple behind a shed and shoot them in the head. That's what you need to do, all right? That's what we need to get back to, a little frontier justice.
Right? You got to leave the Amish alone.
Yeah, who are they hurting?
They're so innocent to be.
They got no electronic devices. They're suffering enough over there. Leave them alone.
They are. And Jennifer Hudson's half-brother is behind bars for allegedly stabbing a man that was in a relationship with his estranged wife. According to TMZ.com, Stephen Simpson was jailed in Paw Paw, Michigan. He's accused of stabbing the victim multiple times in the face, and he'll likely face charges of home invasion and attempted murder.
That should make for a fun Thanksgiving dinner around the table. Who
Lots
wants to
of
carve the turkey? Don't give him the knife.
Well, he's got experience. He knows how it's done.
So. Yeah. Let me show you how it's done. Give me the knife.
The Shark Morning Show with Drew Kenyon. The new 94.3 The Shark. Everything that rocks.
See ya.